Welcome to the Not Nerd Show. I'm Nate Heath, and we are here to help you tech better. Here with me, as always, Mr. Dave Baylor, and we're on the right stream this time.
We are on the right stream. My apologies for that. OBS crashed and it made me create a
Nothing like
mistake.
a last-second crash to have
Yeah.
some fun.
So I don't know.
That's all right.
Is it on the right thing? Because
Yeah.
on my. All right. Well, welcome to behind the mic. What is the VH1 behind the
music.
behind the
Behind
music?
the pod, behind the show. Yes, well, we have plenty to talk about today. We've got, are you able to actually delete your digital footprint? We've got some resources, and then we've got plenty of other tech news to talk about. But with that, my hat is on backwards,
Yes.
Dave.
Let's see what you got
And
there,
this
my
is a
friend.
little foreshadowing for just the headlines.
Ooh, NASA. Here we go. National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
Yes.
Very nice. I like it. It's very patriotic with red, white, and blue as well.
Yeah, yes, yeah. And, we had the eclipse yesterday, which here in Oregon, per usual, even though we were very partial, we were not partially cloudy.
You want to know how
We
dumb
were,
I am?
how dumb are you?
I just
A
had
new
assumed.
segment.
Yeah, geez, get in line here. Uh, I had assumed that since it was way over near the East Coast that we couldn't see it from here. I didn't even look it up to see if we could. And then a coworker posted a little quarter. I was like,
Yes, I
I
think
didn't even.
24% or something
Yeah,
that we could see from here. So a partial eclipse.
right. But I feel silly that I didn't even look that up. I just made an assumption. So when it comes to
Yes.
eclipses, never assume.
Never assume, but it seems like all survived that. The world did not end,
Yeah,
as people are trying to think
I
that
don't
this
get
has
that.
never happened before. I was thinking about it, and there was so much talk on that. I think it boils down to a lot of egocentrism. It's like, oh, it's passing over the United States. That is special.
No.
The world's going to end. Or
Well, but
people just are
there
going for
was
clicks.
one guy posted his dad or stepdad or somebody put tinfoil over all the windows to protect from the eclipse. And I'm like, isn't there more sun output on a normal day than during an eclipse? What's tinfoil going to do? I don't
Yeah.
understand how blocking something can be worse than the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't
Well,
think we
producer
can.
Todd is in the chat. He said,
Oh,
thankfully, I had my eclipse glasses from the last time and I was able to see a tiny bit through the clouds. We had our eclipse glasses. Chelsea went and got Isla from school and they were able to peek. I just went out for a minute and
nice.
it was cloudy, so I figured I would come back in.
I
But
have no
yes.
idea where my eclipse glasses are from last time, and I think my wife threw them away. Even
Oh,
though it's like we spent all this time and effort to get them and ship them and all this stuff.
yes. Well, we'll have ours for 40 years or whenever the next one's coming
Well, you might
around.
travel
Oh, yeah.
to a place. You never know.
Yes. 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 And with that, two other things I want to mention. I believe it was post show, Dave, that you and I were talking a little bit about from last week. We were talking Mr. Beast, all things Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
And did we talk on the show about the educational versus entertainment on YouTube?
We maybe touched on it. We talked about the
Yes.
different channels that he has, the
Yeah, but I
philanthropy.
was thinking more, you were talking about how you use YouTube more for educational, where Mr. Beast is more entertainment.
Hmm.
And I am very much the same way. I probably wouldn't watch hardly any Mr. Beast if it wasn't for Isla. When I'm watching YouTube, it is
Entertainment
99%
or
educational.
educational. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the difference why different people why there's different channels on YouTube. And I do want to say, producer Todd, congratulations on hitting 15,000 subscribers on Dr. RAP VHS.
What?
Yeah,
That's a
I think we need a
lot.
little air horn for that.
Oh yeah.
15,000. Yes, and I was watching the one, Todd, it was a recent one that showed up in my feed about getting your abs in shape for old people or something,
Yeah.
which I was like, hey, you know what? My abs need to be in shape, and some mornings I feel like an old person. So,
Yeah.
Dr. RP VHS, 15,000 subscribers. That's quite
Congratulations.
impressive.
That is
Yes.
good. Look at all these wonderful videos.
Yes.
That's all I can really say.
VHSs. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So there's that. And today, as we record, is April 9th. And oh, we're watching some, got Todd on the screen
Oh,
there.
I can't. Yeah, I can. We can watch him if you
We
if you
can
want.
just watch him.
Oh, hi. I
Oh,
didn't see you
so
come in.
good.
I'm gonna transcribe here. So
Yes.
you should be watching the Not Nerd channel. Not Nerd is the best YouTube channel on the internet. Yeah. So anyway, it goes
Yes.
on.
And he did do a kind video for our 400th episode, I believe.
Oh
So,
yes. Yeah.
and he's here as our producer on the live show, like everybody should be.
Yeah.
But today is April 9th, which is my father's birthday, so
Oh,
don't
happy
forget
birthday.
to send him a message. But also, this is a little reminder for anybody out there that might need to start working on their taxes. Now would be a good time to do that. If you are in the US or owe taxes to the United States, now would be a good time to dust off your abacus and get calculating.
I have an idea, Nate.
Yes,
Why don't you and I set aside an entire day or an entire evening and we'll work on taxes together?
live stream it.
No, well, I mean, there's no secrets. I make very
Yes,
little money.
yes.
So, oh, you're giving me a thumb down on that idea. Well,
Um,
there you
I,
go.
I didn't even know where that came from, but yes. So do your taxes, unless you are a. I thought you were going to suggest that we become a sovereign nation,
Oh,
which I don't
even
think
better.
works.
I
Yes.
I thought you thought I was going to suggest we do one another's taxes, but
Oh, yes.
I
You
don't
do
even
not want
trust.
that burden.
I don't want to put you in jail. Is all I gotta say.
Yes. Yes. Well, let us get to our main topic.
Mm,
This was something that came up. Actually, I heard an advertisement for one of these services on a podcast. Then my dear wife Chelsea posted in on Facebook on Not Nerd, saying, "Is this service? Does this work?" And then I was listening to another podcast, and they talked about um, another service, and these three services are joindeleteme.com, deleteme.com, and justdeleteme.xyz. So
that
no
last
way
one
that you
sounds a
could
little
possibly,
sus.
yeah. So Chelsea linked to delete me, but I think maybe she meant the join delete me if she heard it on the same podcast. But everybody worries about their digital footprint. We talk about these breaches every week and all this stuff. So I figured we would just cover these three websites. They all do different things, and we'll see what we think on if they are worth the price of admission. But the first one is Join Delete Me. Now, this is the one I heard advertised on a podcast, so you know it must be good.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a monthly service that makes it quick, easy, and safe to remove your personal data online. So you submit your personal information, experts search for it. Also, just means it automatically presses a button. Removal process starts, scans and deletions all year.
Until you have to
So,
pay again.
yes, yes. And the pricing isn't too bad on this. 2 years for one person is $6.97 a month if you do that long. If you just do 1 year, it's $8.60 a month. You can also do it for two people. So this really reminds me of like LifeLock,
Mm-hmm.
where you get, you pay and or any of those services that you get for free after a breach. Um, so they say all delete me plans include average of 15 public Googleable listings removed within days, quarterly privacy reports, personal expert, opt-outs, and they've got a good rating, satisfaction guarantee. So basically, you pay this. What they're going to do is you give them your information. They do a search, and then they'll try to get you unlisted from like all the Spokio and all these address sites, the basic stuff, which I had a employee at one of my clients, had me on the phone for tech support and then said, how do I get rid of myself online? I don't want to be on there at all. And you can search for my name and you find, my address and my relatives and this and that. And man, I think that's going to be an endless problem, especially with all the breaches that
Well,
happen.
the phone company submits all that online for free.
Yeah.
So if you have a
Yes.
telephone, sorry, you
Yes.
can't be
Yeah.
anonymous.
Do you remember the yellow book? Which I guess you
Yeah.
could opt out of that. So for this one, I mean, I'm guessing they do what they say, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. Like, you'll have less of these results, but your information's going to be somewhere, right? Would you
Yeah,
agree with that?
I would agree with that. Probably the easiest thing to do is to go to your local municipality and change your name. Once your name is changed, don't ever put it online.
Yes.
Although the government probably submits
Yeah.
records to
Yeah.
open lists that get purchased and bought and sold by hundreds of different companies. So you can't have an address that you receive mail because the um, Postal
Yeah.
Service sells your data.
Yes. You
So
you have to fully go off the
you have to
grid,
go dark.
which that still might not work. But the next one, so that was joindeleteme.com. This next one is deleteme.com. Now, this is a little more interesting. What you do here, if you go to the pricing page up at the top there, Dave, you'll see, so they have services for individuals and businesses and professionals. Um, but this one works a little differently. You submit a link that you want removed, and they will remove it. So each link removal request,
Oh,
$189.
oh,
Ask, ask our experts to search for you, $99. Data breach removal, significant breach data providers, $299. So doxing removal, and all this stuff. This one's pretty pricey.
yikes.
Again, I don't know what their guarantee is on this. If they have any refunds, all fees are non-refundable.
So no?
So basically, they have some people, they'll take your money and they'll try to get something removed, and results may vary
Okay,
on
Nate,
that.
I have
Yeah.
an idea. You and I start a company
Yes.
and we say we will erase your information online and we'll legitimately try to add your name to a do not include lists. We'll
Yes.
have like 10 of them and we just hit a button, it's all automatic.
Yeah.
And then we put no refunds, no guaranteed results. Step 3, profit. I
Profit.
mean, if it doesn't work, we still get paid. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. Or we create a directory where we scrape this data and put it on there, and then we have something on our website where they can pay to get rid of it off of there.
That's
And
probably the
then
better way to do
we
it.
put in the small print that it may reappear after 3 months.
Yeah.
And then every 3 months we just cycle them back in.
We just
So
say it's
again,
guaranteed for 3 months off of our list, off of our scrape.
yes.
Even though it's still on the internet somewhere, it's not going to be in our list for 3 months. So this
Yes.
is how big data works. This is why um, I had a relative who's like, oh, my iCloud, I used to be able to store like 10,000 photos and now it's full. And someone pointed out, well, your phone takes higher resolution
Yes.
photos and 4K video now, but was not wanting to pay the 99 cent per month.
Oh,
And I reminded this person who said, well, I never had this problem on Google. Well, that's because Google's taking all that information and
yes.
selling it to everybody.
Yes.
So, I mean, you gotta choose your poison there.
Yes. Yes. So I would, for this service, like if you had something that was really, you know, wrong about you or pictures that you didn't want to exist on the internet, maybe try this one out. But again,
I've got some
I
pictures
wouldn't.
of you. I don't want to be on the internet. Is there a way I
Yes,
can get rid of
yes.
those?
Well, the third one, this one is very helpful. I heard about this on the Rich on Tech podcast.
Hmm.
Justdeleteme.xyz. And all this one is, they ask for, I think you can donate to them. But what this is it has a list of a lot of different services. You can scroll for days here. We're going to count them live online,
Yeah.
but you can
38,
search
30.
at the top.
I'm just at
And
the
what,
B's.
yeah,
Holy manoli.
what it does is all kinds of different online services, and it shows you how to
Oh.
delete your account.
So I clicked on Groupon, for example, and it
Yes.
took me to their privacy policy page and Groupon's. And on that page, it should give me the information of how to get rid of it.
Yes, you would
Well,
think
my guess,
somewhere there it would
unless you're in
have that.
California, they probably don't.
Yes. But they do rank the different ones easy, hard, impossible. For PDA is impossible to delete your account from their web service. So I'm not seeing a well. There's some more.
Here's
The
Grinder.
Animal Crossing community, it is impossible. Aqua Illumination, impossible.
How do I get back to
Apple
the
ID,
top?
iTunes,
There
easy.
we go.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
so this one is
difficulty.
just delete me.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at some of these impossibles here real quick. Well, some of these are just like scammer E621. What is this?
Oh, yeah, and I don't know how many of these we want to click on a live
Free
podcast
DNS.
unless we're familiar, but free Bitcoin. Yeah, so some of these places
Here.
you just can't delete.
Oh,
But
wait a
if you do
minute.
have an online account you're looking to remove,
This is interesting.
uh,
Overcast, which is my podcast player of
oh,
choice,
yeah,
it says it's impossible to remove. I don't
your
know that
account.
that's true. I bet if you
Huh,
emailed old Marco Arnett or whatever his name is,
Arment.
Armet, that he would remove your information.
Yes, yes. Now, an interesting thing with all three of these services, if you're in Europe, they have the right to be forgotten
Mm-hmm.
there, where it is law that you have to remove data. And actually, when I build websites and everything, I have uh, there's stuff built into WordPress for GDPR and all this stuff, and how long you have to put your privacy policy, how long you'll keep data on people and everything. So Europe, it's much better. There's a lot of people that would like to see it in the U.S. It has not happened yet. I think maybe a couple of the states have it, but yeah, I mean, right now, if you're not going to erase your digital footprint, but there are things you can do to get rid of old accounts and stuff that
Yeah.
you might not want anymore, or some listings, or if
Well,
there's legal, if you have a legal case against someone, if they're being libelous, that's not a word towards you.
the
Take
other
them to
thing
court
is
and they'll
if
take it off.
you shouldn't participate in any social media
Yeah,
because, for example, Facebook makes all of their money by buying and selling information to put ads against. So
yeah,
um, every once in a while, you'll hear somebody say, "Oh, my phone battery doesn't last long," and everybody will be like, "Delete Facebook, delete Facebook, delete Facebook," and they do, and they're like, "Well, what's it doing in the background when I'm not using
yeah,
it?" It's recording your location, it's recording all kinds of other analytics and sending it back to the mothership. So
yeah.
whether or not that can pinpoint you as a person individually, it's it's all about compiling all this information. So to completely erase yourself, one, you should have never signed up for any social media
Anything.
app ever. Even your bank. I don't even, your insurance company, your bank, all these companies sell your data to
Yeah,
these
data brokers.
data brokers. So
Yes, and I was going to say back on the Join Delete Me, where it's like they just got it automated. There's actually a service, I forget the name of it, for if you're trying to work on SEO and local SEO and trying to make sure uh, Ahrefs is what it's called.
Ahrefs,
Um,
yeah.
they have a similar service where I go in there, I sign up, I put in a company's information, it goes out and it searches every directory in the world, and it can find, oh, your address is wrong on this one, or all these different things. So, when they say you've got an expert that's going to go through and search for this stuff, there's probably not even a human touching it. So
Hmm.
the Justdeleteme.xyz if you want to delete a service. The other two, I don't see the value in it.
It may do something, but it's kind of like, what, is it time to show your
No,
animated
yes,
GIF?
yes.
This,
I have a GIF that I thought of when I was creating uh,
yeah,
putting all of this together, and it is much like
much
the
like
guy.
this.
Yes, the man trying to mop the beach at the
Yeah,
ocean and
you
get
can
the
do a
ocean water back
little
in the ocean.
bit. Like he's successful in that 1 foot
Yeah, yeah.
area, but yeah, it's
There's a
nuts.
whole lot of ocean.
Yeah,
And Dave, I think this makes you want to think about your related YIF.
yeah.
If you want to delete your information, there is this instructional video of your that you'll want to take with the gentleman sitting at his desk.
Yeah, I
No
want to.
spoiler alerts.
There it is.
There we go.
It's loops, and so I wanted to.
Yes.
So he's
He
dragging his
drags
computer.
my
Trash can.
computer to the recycle
What?
bin or trash can.
Linda.
Linda, the
So this is
computer's
what we
gone.
want to happen with their information,
Yes.
but it doesn't necessarily
No,
work.
not at all.
But
But,
first time I saw that, I thought it was pretty funny.
yes. Yes. But with that, since we had a topic that we don't really have success for, there was a couple of other things that we saw this week that are very helpful websites, not related at all
Helpful
to
website.
um,
But
deleting your data online, but for finding good stuff.
yeah,
Uh,
it can make you feel better about all of the stuff online that you're not going to be able to
yes,
delete.
yes. And producer Todd, that old man deleting his computer is my spirit animal.
Yeah,
True, very true. Well, the
hilarious.
first one we have is one that I think one of us found. I love PDF.com. I think I came across this one maybe from the Cool Tools blog.
Hmm.
Um, and we've had one similar to this. There's another one, but this one, every tool you need to work with PDFs in one place. At your fingertips, all are 100% free and easy to use. Merge, split, compress, convert, rotate, unlock, and watermark PDFs with just a few clicks. There is only one thing that is still the reason I use Adobe Acrobat, and I've talked about this before,
Sunk
is
cost.
creating forms. Yes, creating forms out of a PDF. I have a couple clients that I take their intake forms or whatever and make them into fillable forms that
Hmm.
will work for everybody. But
Yeah, I don't
everything
see that
else
on
on
here.
here, merging PDFs, I do that every month for some invoicing I do. Compressing is always helpful, converting it to other file types, converting other file types into PDFs.
And for those of you who are Macintosh users, don't forget the very useful utility
Yes,
named Preview. Every month I
yes,
use Preview to compile my expense report receipts. I turn all my receipts into PDFs and then I throw them all in the thumbnail view of
yeah,
my PDF and then I save it out as a multi-page PDF for free. I can make
yeah,
multi-page PDFs for free on my Mac with Preview, and
yes.
I don't have to upload my personal information to a website like this. So,
Yes, yes, yes. But yes, I love PDF.com is the first one. The second one is good old
I think
bookpecker.com.
it's a takeoff of Woodpecker, I hope.
Yes, I hope. But What this is 14,509 books summarized in 5 bullet points.
Let's take a look at this
So,
first one. I have personal experience with Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
okay.
This book could have been 10 pages long, yet
Yes.
it goes on and on and on and on with stories and pointless information. So look at this summary. It's amazing. Uh, Traditional views suggesting, okay, no, what was it? Financial education and avoid financial struggles to build wealth. It talks about assets and liabilities, the mindset, investing, and work to learn. So there you go. You don't need to read
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah.
It could have been one
Could have
chapter.
been done there, and it looks like he has a lot of books there.
All with the
But
same
yeah,
picture, I noticed. He really likes that photo
yeah,
of
he's
himself.
getting his picture nice and big. Let's find something else. I mean, they've got everything on here. Becoming by Michelle Obama,
They got computers
Proof
and
of Heaven.
technology, health and
Okay,
fitness.
now this is a curious one.
Hmm.
Philosophy, difficult riddles for smart kids. 300 riddles and brain teasers. How do you summarize that into 5 points? Well, critical thinking, vocabulary enhancement, logical reasoning, family bonding, fun learning.
Mm,
But
yes.
I think this would be a good way. Obviously, you're going to get a little bit more out of a book,
Sure.
but to get a good idea of what a book is, this is going to get you there.
It's not
So
quite cliff notes, but
yes,
it's cliff notes of cliff notes, maybe.
yes, and whoever put this together is a genius because on every page it has a affiliate link to Amazon, much like notpicks.com.
Yeah, that's
So good
very
job
brilliant.
there, whoever made this one. Okay, our next one is one that you found, and I think I've seen this one before, but I didn't really understand the full use of it. I was trying to use it wrong. It is 12ft.io, so 12foot.io, which I thought it was like 12-foot ladder was the thing that you were
Yeah,
climbing over the fence, but it says browse a cleaner web, remove pop-ups, banners, and ads from any website. So
yeah.
you just put the link in there, or you add their URL before whatever URL you want, and
So
they
the
remove all the
Verge
JavaScript and
isn't the Verge known
yes,
for? Wait,
or go to imore.com.
okay, I did it wrong. Oh, jeez.
Now, they do say on there, we do not support using 12 foot to violate the terms of service or copyright of other websites. This is merely a service to view web pages without JavaScript and
It's it's not working for
enabled.
me because I have all my pop-up blockers and stuff.
Oh,
Probably. Let me
no,
try
I'm
this
getting
again.
an error too.
Oh, there we broke their site.
We broke it.
They've been not
Man,
nerded.
they've been not nerded. Yep, all of that traffic of people listening to us and then typing it in.
So how do you
Uh,
do it? So 12-foot diet. Let's try it this way.
Yeah, I'm trying that way as well, but I think maybe they are down
They're
at the moment.
broken.
I know
So
I have used this. Oh, there we go. I was able to use it that way.
I got it.
Um,
Oh, I made a space where there shouldn't
and
be a
I got
space.
iMore. Uh, it's not loading a bunch of the pictures either.
It's
So,
not working. Well,
yes.
anyway, your mileage may vary. I could probably try it on a different web browser. That's gold though,
Looks like
because
I'm getting a little am I
you've been
freezing
a
up
little
on
chunky
there?
for a while.
Oh, it's because I opened imore.com. I bet you that's
Yeah,
why.
your computer's bogging
That'll
down.
break the internet.
Yeah, close. All
I will
those extra
check.
pages you keep open, you should probably close some of
Yes.
those.
Well, I'm not using any internet besides my live stream there, or very little
Mm-hmm.
RAM, very little data. If I go to my activity monitor, my CPU load, OBS
9,000%.
is, oh yeah,
You're using OB.
CPU is a little high. I'm going to close some tabs. Let's see, I'm going to keep an eye so I can educate people on which tab that I close that really
Oh,
makes a difference.
yeah. I mean, it's better.
Uh,
It's much better.
Getting better already.
Yeah. Got to admit it's getting better. It's getting
Yes.
better all the time. So
Okay,
please
we've got the
write in about
pressure
my
down a little
singing.
bit. Yes, thank you for that. Anyways, where were we? We were talking about 12 foot
The
IO.
12-foot IO, and it's not working for me, but you guys should go to and try it because if you don't want to use a special browser, put in all these plugins and all these things, you can just use that service and it strips off all that garbage for you. So kind of nice.
Yes, yes, indeed. And the last one we've got fmhy.net. Free
Yummy.
media. Heck
F-
yeah.
Fumay.
And did you find this
Fumay.
one as well, Dave? I can't even
I don't
remember
remember
who.
this one. The largest collection. Yeah, I think I did. I did do this one. So, hey, I'm a gamer. Look, all of these links to gaming websites, right? And then we've
Yes.
got movies, TV, and anime, movies to web, FM movies. Now, I'm not going to click on any of these because a lot of these probably have pop-ups and ads that are less than desirable. But
Yes.
yeah, it's a place where you can go. It's an to get alternatives to all the media that you enjoy.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was poking through it. There's a lot of different stuff there in all kinds of genres and some tools and image tools. There's probably all the same PDF tools from I Love PDF.
Hey,
Uh,
I'm going to put this one in the show notes too. This is from
oh,
a former Apple guy, uh, Kama Kama Kamakawa. What's his name? What is his name? I can't
Karmic
remember.
Chameleon.
Let's take a look. It's the guy who did one thing at Apple and Guy Kawasaki.
Oh, Kawasaki.
He
Yeah.
did one thing at Apple and just rode that for years. I can't even remember what it is. But similar to the site we just went to, you can type in, like if I do apple.alltop.com, it will show you all the top stories and links on that topic.
Ah,
So let's do apple.alltop.com. Boom, best popular stories, Mac rumors, Reddit, Apple Insider. So it's a it congregates all of these different links for particular
nice.
topics. So if you just want to go to one place to see all your headlines and stories, this is what you can do. So yeah,
Perfect. That's a very cool little
that was
bonus one there.
a little
So,
bonus.
yeah, so those were actual helpful websites after our delete me rabbit trail. But you know what is also
What's
helpful?
that?
Dave's pro tip of the week.
That's right. And Nate, this week I don't think my device synchronized to what I want, but
Oh,
uh, devoted listener and viewer Tyler was he and I were having this discussion the other day, and I'm like, oh, I hate it when I'm in the photo library on my phone and I accidentally hit the top of the page and everything scrolls clear to the top. And then I have to either shrink my media or just scroll for because I have
yeah.
55,000 pictures to get back down to where I was. And I'm just like, there's got to be a better way. And you probably
Mm-hmm.
know this tip, but
Yes.
nonetheless, um, I'm going to show you, and I got to make sure since my special album that I created isn't there anymore. Let me switch over to my phone here. Okay, so here we are. Here is my photo library, and
Yeah.
let's pretend I'm zoomed in a little more. I don't want to show you all my wonderful pictures. And then you're like, you hit the top. So so I'm in 2021, and if I hit the top of the screen, come on. See, it scrolled clear to the top. June
Ah,
of the year of our Lord 1111.
that was a good one.
What the
That was a good
heck?
one.
Why is it going clear there? And
Wow.
so formally I would zoom way out and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, I got to scroll down here for 20 minutes to get back down to the bottom. Well, Nate, what if I told you there's an easier way?
Ooh.
And we should look at these real quick. These are some pictures of producer Todd
Oh,
trying on your
yes.
Vision Pro. So,
Nice.
so anyway, let's pretend I'm accidentally scrolling to the top. Oh no, I have 55,000 pictures. Whichever icon you have highlighted at the bottom, merely touch that icon and it'll snap back down to the bottom for you. I can go back and
Yes.
forth all day. If I'm in a different tab, you have to hit that tab and it'll scroll back down to the bottom. So very simple, but I didn't realize it was that simple until
Yeah.
very recently. So there
Yes.
you
And
go.
again, one of those things that I knew and use all of the time, but I didn't,
You didn't
in
know that
another
I didn't
one.
know.
Yeah, I didn't know that you didn't know, so I'm guessing some of our listeners didn't know. So you can also do, I just went into my photos. I wasn't at the bottom, so I hit it once, and then you hit, yeah, if I'm in albums, you hit albums again. It takes you back to your albums, and you
Yeah.
can pick another one. And I use that tip so often because I am currently at 72,098 photos in my recents album.
Wow.
So I just passed 72,000 photos on my phone.
Wow. Yeah, you've got about 20,000 more photos than I do. Now, I'm not sure if I have all of my Google stuff moved over or not,
Yeah,
but a lot of it I do. So we'll see.
yes.
Yeah, photos are fun. I was also experimenting with folders and albums and the
Mm,
frustrations related to that.
yes.
So maybe in a future tip we can discuss
Nice.
some of those things.
Nice. Yes, we will do that because it is time for everyone's favorite segment, Just the Headlines. Whew. Do we have any driveway camera
Oh,
tonight or
yes, we do. We actually have it right there.
look at that beautiful beautiful spring eve.
The Is this a false spring or is this a real?
Well, it's always a false spring in Oregon. There's no real weather here.
And you missed earlier. I caught out of the corner of my eye. My neighbor two doors down came barreling in and then left and then barreled in again. So
No.
my tip to those of you who live in neighborhoods, please drive with caution and drive
Yes.
slowly. There may be
Yes.
children just around the corner.
This is true. Well, it is time for just the headlines. The Internet Archive just backed up an entire Caribbean island.
Hmm? President Biden is now posting into the fediverse.
Yes. San Francisco's light rail to upgrade from floppy disks.
Just in time. First patient receives cell therapy that turns lymph node into tiny liver. What?
Tiny liver. Trash from the International Space Station may have hit a house in Florida.
Yikes. Uh, Related, NASA picks 3 companies to help astronauts drive around the moon. There it is.
And last but not least, White House directs NASA to create time standard for the moon. And those are just the headlines. I figure
Well,
with 3 NASA related,
yeah,
it was time to pull out the
that was
hat.
exciting.
Yeah,
And I'm thinking, do I have any NASA swag laying around? If not,
yeah,
I
it
really
seems like
should.
you would.
I'm a
Well, and
big
we talked
fan
about
of
post
NASA.
show since I got to do the Mr. Beast episode last week. I asked Dave if that meant that I got to give him or he got to do a Star Trek episode
Yeah,
in the future. So if you would like a Star Trek episode, let us know in the comments.
in the
Hit like and
comments,
subscribe
like and
down in the
subscribe.
comments.
Yes, I'm
But
sure that is
yes,
the case.
yes. On to our takes of the week.
Wait, what was that? Takes?
Onto our Star Treks of the week.
Where's my button? There it is.
We could talk about all the different versions of it, and oh,
All the
my
ones that are not good. Discovery, we're looking at you.
my side light just died. Maybe I should plug that in instead of
Using battery?
trusting the batteries.
Well,
But
do
now
what
I've
I
got a
just
more
did.
dramatic lighting.
Do what I did. Just open up another browser window and it'll
Oh yes,
cascade
that's
your face.
okay. Here we go, folks. This is the joy of live podcast. I'm going to notpix.com. Look at this side of my face, how dark it is, and on my second monitor there.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah,
It was
there it
subtle,
is.
but
Gives me a little more fill light
yeah.
there. If I make it bigger there.
Or you could be like me
Uh,
and just have a real light up there.
yes. Well, I have real lights. That one, I'll plug it in.
If it's on battery, it's not a real light, let's be honest.
Yes, yes. I do
It's a
have spare
toy.
batteries I could put in, but we will not wait for that. You can still see me. I am not in the dark. And we have takes to talk about. The first one. Now, I'm not sure if I'm excited about this one yet, but
The
the
Apple?
Apple opens the App Store to retro game emulators, which is a big move. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. It all has to be legal and above the board, which
Mm-hmm.
I have borrowed game ROMs from friends on the internet in the past.
Well,
But how would they know if I upload a ROM that I didn't rip it from the original Nintendo cartridge
they might
myself?
make it to where you can't sideload data. It has to come from the developer's website or
From
something
the
like that.
developer, were you
Yeah.
either through a subscription or a fee that you would download? But yeah, so this is part of coming out of the EU and all their changes with the App Store, and then also the new legal troubles in the U.S. with the DOJ going after Apple for being a monopoly. So
Yeah.
we might see some of these things. We'll see how they work out in the long run. But game emulators, that retro game emulator, that got me excited. We will see
Well,
what the reality is of that.
and you and I don't have to worry about it, Nate, because your beautiful wife got us
Yeah,
these guys a while back,
yeah,
and it
yeah,
came with games. Some of them real
yeah,
games, and some of them other games that they changed the characters and just.
yeah,
Uh, anyway, needless to
yeah.
say, lots of fun
And
to
I
do that.
also have, I've
Oh,
been organizing, so I'm going to
hey,
have all
show
kinds
yours
of
again.
gifts.
I was on the wrong angle. Yeah, there
There
we
you
go.
go.
I get confused because I can see you, but you can't see me. And
I also have
so,
one of these, a Raspberry Pi that I set up as a
oh,
whatever
nice.
retro Pi
Right.
with a ton of games that I
Hey,
have not used in years.
I wonder. It's very similar to mine, which is it's very similar to the one that I have, except for mine's just in the box
Oh,
with
yeah,
never
see,
anything done to it ever. So,
yeah, I got two of them there that are very dusty, but
well,
they're on my desk because you never know when you're going to need them.
yeah, I this has not even been plugged into power, sadly.
Jeez.
It's a good thing I didn't buy it. Somebody else did.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, retro game emulators. This next story, little cutting the cord news.
Okay.
9 out of the 10 most watched streaming programs are reruns. Now,
Ooh,
Dave, I don't know if you looked at the article, but do you have any guesses before you scroll
I
down
have
too
not looked at the
far
article.
on
Um,
which would be the top in the top 10?
The Office.
No.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I would have guessed that instantly as well.
Star Trek.
No.
Son of a. Let me try one
Trying
more.
to think if you're going to guess any of
Is it
these.
older than Star Trek?
No. No.
Hill
But
Street
they're
Blues.
they're
Friends.
not ones. No,
Friends.
Friends isn't on there.
You know, I have no idea. We're gonna have to look.
Yes. So the top one is NCIS.
Oh,
Second is Coco Melon, which is kids. Third, Grey's Anatomy. Fourth, Bluey, the best kids show
oh, I
ever,
forgot about
possibly.
kids stuff.
Yeah, Criminal Minds, Suits. The only original programming in the top 10 is Stranger Things. Then The Big Bang Theory. You might have gotten to that one eventually. Gilmore Girls and Heartland. I would not think of NCIS as the top streamed show.
Well, there's a bunch of different ones, right? Isn't there like 30
Oh, yeah.
NCIS Australia,
Yes.
NCI? Tell me that one. How did they get from New York to Australia?
No.
And the bottom three there, my wife is part of that
Part of that
3.6
number.
million people.
Yes. Yeah. So 113.5 billions of minutes since 2021 on NCIS streaming. But
That's
if you look
crazy.
at the top 100, 53 of them are originals, 31 are acquired, and 16 are movies. They have a little chart there. I don't know if they have the top.
Look at this one.
And Netflix,
Netflix top
yeah,
10 shows dwarf Rivals.
yes,
Disney's in second there?
yeah,
That's hard to believe.
yeah,
Interesting.
that would be
Poor old
not.
Paramount Plus, which soon to be merged with Apple
Jeez.
TV so that they can be half as big as Peacock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I just thought that was an interesting one. That the originals on streaming aren't I guess in the bigger picture, but as far as top 10 goes. And the next one, speaking of streaming,
Hmm.
Roku explores taking over HDMI feeds with ads, so that when you're using your Xbox or your Apple TV, the Roku built into your TV can still show ads when you pause things.
You know, I want to give you, I want to see if you can guess what my opinion is on this.
Horrible,
This
horrible. It
this
is.
potentially could be one of the worst things ever to happen in the history of advertising, where you
Yeah,
purchase a product to display content, and then that product overlays your content with its advertisement.
yeah,
It, I can't even imagine how terrible. It's already bad enough. I can't remember if it's Peacock or who. I think it's Peacock. When you pause their programs, the screen goes like 60% dark, and then an ad shows up on the side. So if you want to like freeze frame something to like read like what did that guy's
no,
T-shirt say, or who was the key grip on that program? Although they don't even let you watch the credits these days anyway.
yeah.
But you can't because it gets covered up with content. Oh, it's infuriating. But that's why I have that's why I've switched to a little tool I call Plex server, where I put
Yes,
my own content on there and I can
yes.
pause it whenever I want.
Pause to your heart's content. Yeah, that one. That's which I was hoping to have filmed. Well, I keep putting off filming my
Your video
tele TV video, but that is hold me to it. I'm gonna get that done this week. I've been
tonight.
doing
It'll post
putting
tonight,
some
ladies and gentlemen.
information. Yes,
Go.
yes. Let's just go do it now.
Yeah. Well, let's just live stream you making it.
Yeah, yeah. So in our last take, Um, Google is rolling out Find My Device network for Android. So, very much like the Find My network on Apple products, they are doing the Find My Device network for more and more Android devices coming to phones and tablets, and it'll support for third-party Bluetooth tags much like the AirTag, but the Chipolo and some of the other brands,
Wait a minute.
Pebblebee
I thought
clips.
Apple stole everything from Google, and
Yeah.
Google had
Yes,
everything
yes. It
first.
never goes the other
What?
direction. They all steal from each other. So if you are one of our few Android viewers out there, aka Chris's wife is the only one that we've heard of, but you'll be able to do some Find My Network stuff, which it's a good thing. It is helpful. So
Yeah. I have a friend who has listened before, who is an Android user. Whether she
yes,
continues to be an Android or to, I'm sorry, continues to listen to the show, I do not know.
yes, yes.
One
Well,
episode was probably enough.
yes, let us move on to our bonus odd take. This is maybe one of the most bizarre ones that we've ever found. It's one you found called 37 Heaven, and
Yes.
it's Meg's 37 Factoids page.
Okay, so I gotta zoom in here a little bit. So the thing about 37 is it just shows up everywhere, and you'll do
Now,
a survey. Excuse me. For example, I watched a video on this too. You'll go out and you'll do a survey and you say to the audience, give me a random number between 1 and 100. Overwhelmingly, the number that people choose is 37. And second is 73, which is an inversion of 37. Of course, they remove 69 and all these other meme
Common,
numbers. Um,
yes.
so there's something weird about it, and it has something to do with it being a prime number. It's like the largest prime number between one and like thousands or something like that. Anyway,
Well,
but this person has collected
I do
everything.
love the very 1999 look of the
Yes, the
web
website
page here.
is very nice. For example, there are 37 holes in the mouthpiece of a telephone. Remember the telephones that had the handles that you put up your.
Oh yeah.
That's a little dated. 37 bars in the digits of a digital watch. So all those little bars that make 37 of them.
Mm.
In a 3-4-5 triangle, the small angle is approximately 37. Now that's a little approximately. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The green monster wall at Fenway Park, 37 feet tall.
Wow.
So anyway, you can just go on and on and on. Now you could probably pick any number and make a
Yeah.
website about it, but 37 is a very popular number because humans tend to pick it as a random number. Let's just do a random number 37.
Mm. Yes.
Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Very
He has
bizarre.
got so much. In Pulp Fiction, the wolf arrives at Jimmy's house in 9 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yeah, there it is right
Yeah,
there.
just every reference to 37 ever. I love that Tom, Tom McGleary at tom@mcgleary.com. You can email him, but just the fact that he's got this website and he just has put together all this information on 37 is amazing
What's this
stuff.
37 on the Mickey? I think I have that watch.
Did it break at 37?
Maybe. Highway
Pictures of
37?
pictures of 37.
What's that?
Oh, they had pictures of
Yeah,
37s,
just
a whole
anything.
page of them.
Whole page. Hundreds and
Wow.
hundreds. 37th things. Like the
Oh,
37th ASCII
jeez.
character is the percent sign. Now you
Oh,
know.
well.
Richard
I
Nixon was the 37th president.
Oh, well, before we spoil any more of that website for people, because I know they're going to want to spend their own special time
Yeah,
there.
we don't want to show you
Yes,
everything.
yes. I think that what we will spoil is our picks of the week.
Yes, and I have a very special pick of the week, and I kind of want to blame this purchase on Jared. Um, Mr. Jared had a
Our
discussion with
friend
me
Jared,
regarding a
not Jared from Subway.
not Jared. We'll call him Gamer Jared,
Yeah,
Gamer Dad,
gamer dad.
Gamer Dad. So he and I both have a Nintendo Switch, and like most people who are adults, sorry, that's you, that's not me. Um, Most people who are adults who have a Switch, we find using these are designed for babies. They're really
Mm,
small.
yeah.
And when I'm on the go, I like to just forego the Joycons and use a Pro controller. But now I'm carrying
Mm.
around two things, and then when I'm sitting in my chair watching TV out of one eye and playing a game in another eye, I'm like, I have to balance it on something or bring over a table, or it's just, this is the way
Too
it should be
much.
played, right? But it's
Yes.
stupidly designed for children. I mean, who would design a game system for kids? This is
Yeah. Come
ridiculous.
on, Nintendo.
So he purchased a product and was telling me about it, or we were discussing it, and he went ahead and purchased it. But you slide the Switch into it, and it's got built-in controller handles, and it's all one unit, and it's really nice, and it makes your uh, your Nintendo a better device. Well, I decided by doing much research to purchase these guys, the Mobapad controllers. Now, these are just
Oh.
Joy-Cons built for adults. And you got to make sure you don't put these on upside down. I've done that once. It is not a good experience getting them off. So here's what it looks like. So it is a
Very
little
cool.
wider. It's a little thicker, But now you can play the game as the system was intended. Now, Hori
Comfort
Pad,
ergonomically.
ergonomically better. There's Split Pad Pro. There from I think Hori makes it, or Hori makes their own. There's a bunch out there, and so I did a lot of research. And what's cool about these is that you can take off the rings and make it an octagonal, kind of like the
Ah,
where it'll stop. It'll click around these little gates,
oh yeah.
and you can put it on either one, kind of like the GameCube controller. Then you can either do the Microsoft style uh, dish shaped thumb pad,
Mm,
or you pop it off and you can have, I don't have it handy, but you can put the
regular.
standard cross style on there. And
Wow.
the face plates are magnetically
Oh,
attached, so you can even switch face plates if you so desire. And you have to take the
wow.
face plates off to like switch out the ring and different stuff. So they do, I believe they have, I could be wrong. I think they have the near field communication where you can put the little Mii's on there.
Oh,
I'm not exactly sure about that. Um, you can also turn on the device by kind of remotely. Not all of them do this. Some of them you have to see it just turns
oh
on.
wow.
Um, anyway, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah,
The buttons are
very
clicky.
cool.
Everything's pro. It's all very. Oh, and there's some back paddles that you can program
Oh,
to do a specific button if you want. Like I think it just did a screen capture,
yeah.
but there you go.
Nice. The Mobapad.
Mobapad.
M6 HD Joycons.
Yeah.
Nintendo, the name. They've got an Amazon name, even though it's not on Amazon, it's on their
Well,
website.
they do sell products on Amazon. They did not sell this specific model. They have a
Ah,
different one that's got a longer handle for your hands. I wanted the one that was more compact, and I couldn't find it on Amazon. So
yeah.
your mileage may vary, but so here, just for comparison, to show you the difference. So the size
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
Joy-Cons versus,
Little more comfort, a little
yeah,
more room.
yeah. There you go.
Very cool. Well, if I get a Switch, I will have to look that up on notpicks.com. My pick of the week this week is the Adhesive Cable Clip Small White Black Upgraded Wall Wire Holder Cord Organizer for Cable Management Under Desk. Light clips, hooks for LED, DoorDash cam. And this was a pack of 37. Just kidding. It was a 100 pack
That would be
of these
amazing if that were true.
little clips, and they have very nice 3M adhesive on the back. It was what, $8 for 100 of these things, and probably be better just to look at the. Oh, there we go. We got a little focus there.
Mm-hmm.
You peel off the back. You can put it down. Now, what prompted my purchase is in the back seat of the car we have a charging cable for Isla's iPad,
Mm-hmm.
which she likes to leave on the floor, and I have to reach back and grab it for her to plug it in. And I was like, I should get some clips or something. So I looked these up, put them in the car. They're working great. I've got a couple on my desk now. We've had a lot of different clip organizer type stuff in the past. But to be able to get 100 of these for
Yeah.
$7, and if you live close to me, I might even give you a few because I don't think I'll use all 100. And I did like these that they give you black and white ones because you might want either or in different areas.
Yeah.
Like I put white ones on my desk. But yeah,
Those are cool.
tidy helper. Yeah, super cheap and one of those things that make me just that much more
Yeah.
organized.
I did not to step on your pick. I did something
No?
similar a while back. The 3M Velcro stuff that's the
Oh
little
yeah.
pegs that and it comes in strips. I bought 100 pack of those. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm tired of going and spending $5 for three of them or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like I don't know $20 or something. And it's just now I've got a whole drawer full of them. If I need them, I just stick them on and use them. I'm not like preciously going, well, I've only got two left.
Yeah.
So buy in bulk for some of that stuff is really
Yeah.
nice and just stick them in your in your garage or something for when you need them.
Yes. Yes. And if you want either of those picks or many other picks, again, head over to notpicks.com. And we do have a Ramazon pick purchase of the week. Somebody went through notpicks.com, used our
Nice.
Amazon affiliate link. It showed up in my anonymous report. And then we
Boy.
report it to all of you.
I,
And
I did not look at this before, but this is
yes,
quite
we
the.
have got the Centipede Demon kids. I don't know about that brand name. Centipede Demon. They make kids water shoes, girls, boy, outdoor, quick, dry, barefoot aqua socks for sport beach swim surf. And these are Velcro. Isla actually has some of these. I
I was
don't know
gonna
if
say,
it
did
was
you buy this
Chelsea.
thing?
I don't think we bought these ones, but they're little Velcro pink unicorn aqua socks made by Centipede Demon.
These
But
look like they're Centipede Demon. Nice, gentle green with pink
yeah,
highlights.
yeah, yeah. It's all very kids stuff. I wonder what else the. Do I dare click on the Centipede Demon store? They are all aqua socks. What
All
does that
aquas.
have to do?
So they
Which
probably
man?
have a company name generator,
No,
and they
yeah,
click it, and it puts two words together, and it says, "Has this been
and the
used?"
and it picks the wrong one.
Yeah, it picks the one that does not match at
Ugh.
all.
That is,
Centipede Demon.
yeah, they've got a bunch of water shoes, which I remember when Aqua Socks came on the scene back in like maybe the 90s, late 80s, and that was like revolutionary in beach and waterwear because you had like flip flops or your normal shoes, and then we got Aqua Socks.
Hmm.
It was next level. But yeah, so thank you, whoever that was that bought some Centipede Demon Aqua Kids Unicorn Pink Aqua Socks. That is just too good right there. I love Amazon at
Hilarious.
times. But I do want to say it's been a while, but we're going to do another Not Picks giveaway.
Mm.
And if you remember back, all you have to do is go on there, find a product that you are familiar with, leave an honest review on the product within notpicks.com just so we can get more information from people. And I have in retail packaging, we've talked about these cables
Oh
before,
yeah.
but I won this. In a little thing. It's rolling square that makes this little keychain cable that has everything. It is 6 in one. USB to USB-C, USB-C to USB-C, USB to Lightning, USB-C to Lightning, USB to micro USB, USB-C to micro B, with 100-watt fast charging.
Wow.
So if you've got a big, powerful laptop, you can charge. So I am going to part with this one. I have some of their other cables. I did their
You've
Kickstarters,
given me
but
some.
yeah, head to notpicks.com and I'll get the information up there. It is not up yet, but just leave a review. You can start leaving reviews on products now. Check it out. Look through everything we've got there. We have so much stuff there. There's stuff I've forgotten that I've even purchased that I've got on notpicks.com.
Well, and the idea
Uh,
would be that you are familiar or have purchased the product. Just don't
yeah.
make a random review on
Yes.
this
Yes.
thing looks cool. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
$300, so I'll never buy it. We
Well,
don't.
and if it's something that we recommended and you tried it and it's horrible,
Yeah,
hey, leave
doesn't
a
matter.
review on there. If you don't like Samoa Girl Scout cookies, tell us why. Leave a review.
Let's be clear. The item that you leave a review on is not the item that you're going to win. It's going to
No,
be
no. It's
the
going to be the
cable.
Rolling Square
Yeah.
6 in 1 keychain cable that
Because
you
I could
will
see
win.
somebody going, I put a comment on the Nintendo
I
Switch and I
I do
didn't.
not like the Apple Watch Ultra. Give me one. But man, yeah, we're getting a lot of picks on there, and I want to do some work and just clean it up and make it do some curation of stuff on there. But I wanted to do another giveaway, and I think we'll start doing those. Probably give you 2 weeks, and then we'll pick randomly one of the people that leaves a review, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
And then we'll also, when we send this one out, we'll send Elliot his prize that was the last winner many moons ago. We've got to
nice.
schedule a cargo ship down to Australia for him.
This was a
But
good thing for me to look at this because I was just thinking today I need to update my spreadsheet and I can't remember all the stuff we talked about, but here it is right here.
and there it is.
Yeah.
All of well, most of our picks, all the picks for the last year probably since we got this kicked on, plus some other ones.
Yeah.
There's some older picks I haven't gotten added on yet, but we have made a lot of picks of the week, and we still keep making great ones. Your new Joycons, my
Yeah.
cable clips. Oh no, that's the cable. My cable clips are under the cable.
There it
But
is.
yes,
There it is. Cool.
nice. Well, with that, thank you, those that joined in the live chat. It was a little quiet in the chat room. We love it when you join us Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. If there's a better time for you, let us know and we might switch. But you can always watch it on YouTube, your favorite podcast app, Rumble, because we want you to be able to get out there and tech better.